Steve King is a very conservative Republican from Iowa. And he fancies himself one of the leaders of the Tea Party movement, etc. And so he doesn't like this whole idea of gay marriage and it being considered a civil right. And he decided to speak out in a very curious way about that. Now, of course, he's upset about what happened in Arizona and the fact that that bill that would have discriminated against gays got vetoed by the Republican governor. He says, although it's clear in the civil rights section of the code that you can't discriminate against people based upon, and I'm not sure I have the list right, race, creed, religion, color of skin, there's nothing mentioned in there on self-professed behavior, and that's what they're trying to protect. Special rights for self-professed behavior. So he's saying, look, you can't change the color of your skin, but you're telling me you're gay, but that's you're professing that. I don't know. Are you gay? How do I know, right? And he says it's self-professed behavior. Oh, interesting. He went on to say he doesn't know whether it's a choice or not, right? One wonders then whether he's making a choice to be straight, of course. What's interesting is that he continued to say homosexuality exists on some type of continuum or curve. Now, I actually totally agree with that. Wait a minute. I have agreement with Steve King. I'm not really sure that's something to celebrate, okay? But then, of course, the natural question is, Congressman King, where are you on the continuum or the curve? Now, nobody asked him that, but he might have realized that might be coming, because then he added, I don't know what the curve actually looks like. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen the curve. I don't know that curve that the spectrum's on. Nothing's curved with me, that's for sure. Okay, that's my self-professed behavior. Okay? Don't ask me that question. Don't ask me if I'm all right. Okay. Now, here's my favorite part, and hence the graphic you're looking at. The one thing that I reference when I say self-professed, he says, is how do you know who to discriminate against? They have to tell you. Okay, well, I love this because he's like, look, I'm trying to figure out who to discriminate against. That's what I do. That's my bread and butter, right? That's my go-to move, right? So, but I don't know if they don't tell me. It's kind of troubling, man. Like, that dude could be gay, and I don't even know it, and I accidentally treat him like a decent human being. That's tough. So these guys got to come out of the closet so I know who to point to and stuff. And this is in his mind. I know, of course, he thinks he's not saying that, right? He thinks he's saying like, oh, we can't discriminate against them because we don't even know who they are. Unless, of course, they come in and say, hey, we're having a gay marriage and can you bake us a cake? And then you want the shop owner to have the right to say, no, get the hell out of my store because you're gay. So how does this not fit into civil rights? It does fit into civil rights exactly like that. He's trying to find any and every excuse. But here comes the most interesting part. He says sexual orientation does not warrant constitutional protection because it cannot be independently verified and can be willfully changed. Is somebody stepping up to the plate to be the independent verifier? It's a curious quote by Steve King. I mean, I can't independently verify it. I mean, I'd love to try, right? But you tell me you're gay. How do you know unless, you know, how do I know unless you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know, Steve. We do know. I love the idea of this being Steve King's official position. The verifier.